go over pretty well considering the weather. It was not the greatest at all. I left home about 3 o'clock in the morning to give myself plenty of time to get there so that I could stop, etc. And it started raining about 10 miles after I got away from home, and it didn't stop. I think maybe it stopped all of about 15 minutes the whole way there. So it was horrible. And I had rain gear with me, but the wind and the rain ripped the rain gear to shreds, so it was pretty much useless. But I made it. Alright guys, I am here at the first annual Rain Fest, Royal Ramble. As you can see behind me, Fieldy is quite soaked, as am I. My rain gear kind of ripped in the wind on the way here, so I am a bit moist, to say the least. There are a few others that were brave enough to come out today, and they should be here any moment. While I was waiting for others that said they were on their way, I decided to take that time to do an interview with Chris Pollins about the Chestnut Creek School of the Arts and the things that they do for their community and the things that they offer, the courses they offer, and things of that sort. Alright guys, as you know, the Royal Ramble is being hosted by the Chestnut Creek School of the Arts. Now, the Chestnut Creek School of the Arts, they do a lot for the community here in Galax. I'm here with Chris Pollins, and tell us a little bit about the school and what it does, how it started. Just tell us everything you can.
Chestnut Creek School of the Arts was founded as a function of the City of Galax as a vehicle to stimulate growth in the economy by focusing on the arts and the cultural history of this place. We have formed our own nonprofit, so it's really an interesting hybrid of the two. With a lot of federal funding, we were able to buy the first bank in Galax that was built in 1923 and outfit it with sewing machines and all the equipment and tools. Our campus now consists of a pottery studio as well as the main building, and then the building we're in now, which is the woodworking shop, which has equipment and tools for furniture building, instrument building and repair. We offer classes and events and exhibits year-round for all ages and skill level, and appealing to people visiting the area, as well as a wellness program, which offers classes during the day for people available during the day, which tends to be veterans and people with special needs, and communicating that art truly is for everyone, in that it is mind, body, and soul. When you're creatively engaged, you tend not to worry about your problems. You're able to reconnect nerve endings and develop manual dexterity for a quality of life that nothing but the arts can provide.
Absolutely. And I know that whenever I'm sitting down and I'm sanding or I'm carving, it kind of takes me to another place, and it's very therapeutic, and it can help you. It can help you forget about pain. It can help you forget about some of your problems, and it just helps me. Even working on Fieldy, anything you can do with your hands, anything you can do as a skill, anything you can learn, is an absolute godsend.
Absolutely. In addition to classes, we have community service projects as well, which is free and open to the public to come and participate. Making bowls at the pottery studio to help feed the hungry. It's called Empty Bowls. At the main building, we have Made with Love, where we make stuffed animals and pocketed vests for seniors. And there's no cost for people to come, so it overcomes all obstacles. They don't need much time. They need no talent. And they're able to contribute to the greater good, which is yet another way for them to feel good. They're not only are they being creative, but then they're helping someone else with what they're doing, which is really gratifying.
Absolutely. Well, I would like to give a very special thanks to Chris and to the school for hosting this event. Hopefully we'll get a better turnout next year. A little more leeway there. It should be enough notification.
Well, we're thrilled to host it, and best of luck to your efforts.
Thank you very much. All right, guys. Chris Pollins, Chestnut Creek School of the Arts. A big thank you.
Our pleasure.
About 4 hours into the event, I thought it was going to be a complete wash. I thought people had just changed their minds and gone home because of how bad the weather was, because it was pretty bad there for a while. Unfortunately, it looks like the rain has kind of washed out the event. The weather proved to be a little too much for the guys that were on their way, and it doesn't look like they are going to make it. It's okay though. We had some fun on the way here. It was a little wet, but we got out, stretched our legs, and there's always next year. This was a little short notice due to all the planning, and that was my fault. I do apologize for that, but next year there will be plenty of notice for everyone, and hopefully all of you guys can make it out. As I was packing everything up, Eric did arrive, which I mispronounced his name later in the video, and I apologize for that, Eric. I made the mistake of calling you Aaron, and I do apologize. He showed up, and I finished packing up, and we decided to head over to the West Galax Diner, where Bill was waiting for us. He had left home the day before and braved the elements, and got in about 1 in the morning that morning. And he was still pretty wet and wanted to wait until the rain had subsided, which it did around 11:30. Alright guys, the Royal Ramble was not a complete washout, just a change of venue, the West Galax Diner. And we found a couple of friends, Fieldy and I. Even an old iron barrel. Let's take a look. Go look at that. All of them the same shade of fabulous green.
I know, I see. Look here. They used to trap fox those little boys, 12-year-old, 1974, before it went to milk. We all, look here, that's a storms, all right. If you'll pray for them people, you know, I got a minimal storm in my man. I'm on bipolar. These people, they tested me like a bus truck.
While we were at the West Galax Diner after we had eaten, I went ahead and put the see-through tappet cover on Bill's iron barrel, and it did a lot better than the UCE. The UCE kind of flooded out unless you lowered the RPMs or you kept it at a constant cruising RPM. But the iron barrels were flawless. You could see all the action and everything, and it didn't really flood out that way. I guess it's the difference in the oil pressure. If you remember, a little while back I did a review of the see-through tappet cover on the UCE engine. This we just installed on the iron barrel. This is the iron barrel version. Very simple, single bolt. Put it on, everything comes in a complete assembly. Very easy, and as you can see, it is a lot better show in here. You don't get flooded out with the 60 psi of oil pressure from the UCE. Absolutely amazing. That is a much better show. When everybody was getting ready to go, another gentleman by the name of Mike showed up, and I did not get an opportunity to get Mike on camera, and I do apologize for that. He's a great guy as an older gentleman, very, very funny. He had some great stories from his old Navy days, and I really enjoyed meeting him. He drove all the way out with his wife just to meet me, and I really, really appreciate that. It really means a lot. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the first annual Royal Ramble. I'd like to thank Aaron and Bill. Thanks for coming out. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. We talked over some history, we talked over some good stuff, and we installed some parts, and we talked about uninstalling things, making things work, and it was a great ride. Stopped raining, finally. Maybe I could dry out on the way home. Alright, thanks for watching guys. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and since you're down there, you might as well subscribe. Alright, see you in the next video guys. Thanks.
You, the proud, the stupid.
That's right. We'll see you next year.